Andrea Roth. I come from Ljubljana, Slovenia, and I'm an urbanist and culture researcher.
My name's It's Alexander Reven. My profession, I guess, is an artist and a roboticist.
I'm Shwetal, and I currently work for an educational technology startup.
I think it's going to be both useful for the people who participate, but hopefully also useful for others who want to see what's going on there and be a part of that.
I remember once Professor Hiroshi Ishii said at Ars Electronica Festival that ideas collide, opportunities emerge, and disciplines transcend. So this is exactly what I'm looking for also at this Future Innovators Summit.
Journey to Linz was good. Involved a couple airplanes and a train ride, but went pretty well. I'm here since last night.
Tomorrow we are meeting with our mentors, and then we're going to inspiration walks. We're going to be walking on the exhibitions and thinking around these creative questions that we were suggested, and then coming up with our own. Then eventually we're going to meet with the group to start generating and brainstorming ideas.
It was great to hear people talking about their work and seeing the diverse backgrounds of those who we'll be brainstorming with. I think a lot of interesting ideas should be able to come out of this. Plans for tomorrow, let's see, we have presentations for the mentors, which will be good to know a bit about them. And then we're going to take a tour of the exhibitions, which I think will be great to get a sort of insider look at what's going on here. Yeah, and I think that's when the brainstorming will begin. If not officially, I think things will start rolling.
I think it's very inspiring. A lot of new ideas have already come to my mind, and that's what I like. So yeah, it's been great.
The first impressions were very positive. People are so excited. I think that it's an amazing experience all in all.
It was very inspiring to see what different people are working on, using technology, using art especially. I think art gets a bad reputation a lot, but if people came to this, they would realize the importance of art as well. I'm looking forward to the Inspiration Days tomorrow.
It was amazing. It was a very inspiring session. We started to dig deep into the matter, and we started to engage. We really have like 3 core topics that we're going to be working on from now on. Each and every one of us formed individual creative questions, and now we started discussing based on these creative questions.
My name is Kazuko Tanaka. I come from Japan. Hakuhodo, we're a communications agency, and I facilitate workshops and produce communities.
So we spent the day coming up with questions, looking at the inspiring questions, talking about which ideas were most interesting to us. So we were the Future Humanity group. We're writing a bunch of questions, and we've been grouping them together to figure out if there's any theme between them. And I think after that, we're going to pick a theme we're interested in and then zero in on the question we're going to be asking.
Through the FIS and through the discussions with the innovators, we've finally come to a point to understand that the questions are really for the society to think about what they should do next and what they should think next. But this year we've moved it one step forward as missions for tomorrow, so that people start acting and trying to come up with solutions.
I'm Ian Banerjee. I'm an urban researcher. I work at the Technical University of Vienna. I was chosen as a mentor, particularly for the group Home, AI and Home. It's not just students, these are professionals who are working intensely in this field. That was very impressive for me.
So we went through a involved process to take all our ideas and questions and narrow them down to one. And yeah, we did land on one that interests all of us.
Future of Humanity, there were 2 groups, and the 2 groups took 2 very different takes. One group was more focused on the socio-ethical approach. It was a critical take on AI and the future of humanity.
Today we went around and interviewed people and asked them on camera, what should an AI not decide for you?
Someone said that it shouldn't interfere in my life plan. It should not choose our lovers. It should not take away our feelings.
I think a good mission would be to figure out where we're going with AI, how people feel about it, and maybe ways we can position it in places where it'll be helpful the most.
The question that Future Work came up with was, how will society progress if basic needs were met?
We've made a short film. We went around and asked people questions about what they think the future of work is when money is not in the question, when they don't need to work for their basic food, housing and clothing.
They came up with two scenarios, 2067 and 2016, and they portrayed the group members as living in 2067 or 2017 and asked them what would they do when their needs are met and what kind of work will be doing. What they found out is that nobody could imagine themselves without work. So the challenge will be if those basic needs are met, how we will define work. The home group had the question, how will artificial consciousness co-author the future narratives of homes? They did not explicitly talk about the space of home as such, but they were talking about co-authorship.
We need to be in symbiosis, humans and artificial entities. We need to coexist.
It makes real sense because home has a lot to do with intimacy. So how is artificial intelligence going to influence that space? So this is what they looked at.
It was really a pleasure and privilege to be part of this creative thinker group of brilliant minds. And the mission for tomorrow, I think, is to support us and enable in ourselves to become higher evolved humans.
What is humanity? What is human? I think this will become a big challenge to define what is human. We have to understand artificial intelligence and how it's evolving. It's evolving in a very, very fast way. So we have to first understand and bring it down to society.